Well, this is the screen of an old second-hand Asus F8 series. It's creaking and groaning under the sheer weight of a Windows 64-bit installation. It has temperamental wireless and a temperamental keyboard. For instance, if you want to get a backslash, you need the right Alt button, not the one to the left of the spacebar, the one to the right and back. And if you want an @ you have to give it a double quote and the other way around, and so on. The reason that I'm on this machine is to review my instructions and see if I can follow my own instructions with a fresh install of everything, starting with MSys2. Here we are at the MSys2 wiki, which explains to you how to use Pacman repositories. In fact, you can install the GCC GNU compiler collection using Pacman, and also lots of other really useful stuff. However, it's very useful to actually install MinGW. As I said earlier on, you'll find that if you take the MSys2 alone route, certain things won't work. Nearly everything will work, but that one vital thing won't. And I think it's often to do with that choice of Win32 threads over P threads. So we've installed MSys2 and we've made sure we've installed it into a place with a sensible name, no spaces in it. I still don't understand why program space files is the default. So in my case it's just something like C:\\MSys264 or something like that. Once I've done that, I've gone through the MinGW installer and done that thing with choosing Win32 threads and 64-bit. And my installation is just C:\\MinGW. I've set all my path variables and I'm ready to go. Well, the first thing I noticed was you could install zlib and libpng and all these things, libfreetype2, using Pacman. Also, you could install SDL1 from Pacman. But what I found was that when I tried to link my programs to the libraries, the binaries were incompatible. So I'm afraid we do have to go through all that rigmarole of compiling from source things like zlib and libpng and freetype2. So over in your zlib source directory, what you have to do is make -fwin32 makefile.gcc. Yes, this is a really peculiar one, and it's the only one that isn't really straightforward. But once you've realized that you have to use this command, everything compiles easily. PNG, freetype, and SDL1 are uneventful. You just do your shell configure ---- prefix equals, and when that's finished, you type make, and when that's finished, you type make install, and there it is, it's done. Well, I went through the old instructions for the GLI library, which you remember we abandoned the configure file and put it together by hand, as it were, and I followed all the instructions for OGLFT. I didn't bother with FreeGlut. I might use it someday, but I'll compile it at the time. So if we want the block files, we want the cgods library, and here it is. I'm in the source code directory, and all you do is build the object files like that, and then you can build the static library like this, or you can build the dynamic library with the G++ minus shared and all the other stuff, and away we go. Of course, you put the libraries in the right places once you've finally got them. Well, we moved over to the plot files, and the differences are, first of all, the make files have the MSys64 and MinGW64 /libs, and so that's changed slightly from the other machine. And in the header files, for instance, plotting.h, the SDL/SDL1 stl.h has been replaced with absolute path. Not sure why I have to do that, but it's very easy to do. And of course, you can type what it is. So that's just a bit slow to start up a message. But there it is. Well, here we are, we're back on the Lenovo. I've created a Git account at Bitbucket. I usually have to log in with Atlassian account, but here we are. We can see we've got several repositories, except these are just full of readme files apart from this one, cgods.bitbucket.io. So if you're at Bitbucket and you create a directory with your username, in my case cgods.bitbucket.io, you can put web pages in there, which is exactly what I've done. All my HTML files and so on. So first of all, it has to be your username, then .bitbucket, and then .io. That last extension, .io, is very important. Anything else and it won't work. Anyway, once you've created that, all you have to do is use Git to upload the pages with a Git push. Remember, you do git add --all or dot or something like that, then git commit -m and then a message in double quotes, and then once you've done that you just do git push and it'll copy all those files up to the Bitbucket repository. Once you've done that, all you have to do is put in cgods.bitbucket.io to get to my web pages. And here they are. Getting started with Perl. Gosh, I'd forgotten I did that. If you go here to github.com/cgods, you can see all the stuff that I uploaded a long time ago now. I haven't updated them yet, and I haven't added plot files MS Windows yet. However, I'm going to be updating everything and actually adding to the plot files and adding quite a bit, I hope, this year. You would do git clone and then the https github.com/cgods, and then you'd put in xfiles.git. Let's just do that, shall we? And there it is. So that's how you download and git clone my software.